So you're a mobile gamer, but you want to play games that are like Call of Duty. Me personally, I am a massive Call of Duty fan. My favorite ever, don't judge me, Modern Warfare 2. It was literally the best Call of Duty ever. Let me know which is your favorite down in the comment section below, but let me share with you guys 10 mobile games that'll give you a Call of Duty-like experience that you should download right now and give a shot to. All right, obviously the first game on the list is going to be Call of Duty Mobile, where in Season 6, the game has 100 million downloads and it sits with 4.3 stars. Now, if we're being honest, there's no game better than a Call of Duty Mobile version of Call of Duty because it's literally the same game. And this one really does a lot remind me of Modern Warfare 2, which, if you hadn't heard just a few minutes ago, is my favorite of all time. This game is a beautiful rendition of Call of Duty on the mobile device. It's, in my opinion, the best one on today's list of all, which is why we started with this one first thing. You have Battle Royale and all of the other types of game modes that we know and love from the olden days of Call of Duty. Controls are on point. You can use the controller if you want to. The graphics are excellent, and gameplay and community, straight up massive. Also, this game is not really very pay to win at all. You could spend money on it for cosmetics and things like that, but really, you could enjoy the entirety of the game absolutely for free. My number one on the list is COD Mobile. Now, Call of Duty Warzone's coming out this winter, so it had to also be thrown on the list. It's another COD game, and Warzone is where it's at. What's this one look like? Well, it looks really good, actually. It's a Battle Royale style Call of Duty game where you drop in your parachute and then you take down heads. The issue I have here is Call of Duty Mobile already has this game mode plus all of the others. So what is Warzone going to bring to the scene that COD Mobile doesn't already have? Maybe it's better in some way, maybe the combat's better, maybe the graphics are better, maybe it's just an overall better game. But we will not be able to tell for sure until we get our hands on it later on this year. But another great game right here that's going to be able to give you a Call of Duty feel because it is a Call of Duty game. Arena Breakout, sitting with 5 million downloads and 4.2 stars. This one's also something special. Although a lot of people were able to get involved in this one in the beta, it is just launched globally and is a really good tactical shooter style game. The graphics are on point. It reminds me of a Battlefield style game more than a Call of Duty style game, but it's a shooter that is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. The combat is super fun, it's strategic and tactical, the graphics are on point as well, and it has some really great mechanics that are a little bit more in depth than some of the other games that are out there that we may see later on in the list. If you like Call of Duty and tactical shooters, this is one that you should probably check out if you don't like the ones we already discussed. Farlight 84, 10 million downloads with 4.6 stars. All right, so this one right here is really special. It's another Battle Royale style game, but with a lot of character to it. The characters look a little bit more cartoony than we're used to from Call of Duty style games, but they do look amazing. The colors and graphics inside of the game are incredible. With the Battle Royale style gameplay, you're getting the game mode that is probably the most popular in the world right now. Controls are on point as well, and the different types of weapon customizations and jetpacks and different types of structures and the different types of vehicles that you can dive into inside of the game are just unparalleled across mobile. This is a really great game brought to us by Lilith, and in my opinion, another great option if you're into shooters in general. Now, it does stray a little bit from the Call of Duty feel, but it definitely is one of the best shooters out right now, and it has a little bit more of a smaller and niche community. That does not mean it's not a good game. This one is absolutely incredible and a ton of fun to play if you like shooters and if you're a Call of Duty guy. PUBG Mobile, of course, 500 million downloads, 4.2 stars. And with the new Dragon Ball Z update, you got a ton of different types of gameplay coming to PUBG Mobile all the time. Updates inside of this game are on point, always bring something new, whether it be weapons, maps, gameplay styles, or even bringing in different types of games into this one. PUBG Mobile is probably one of the most popular Battle Royale style games on mobile for good reason. It is a fantastic game and it's one of the OGs on the scene. That being said, it doesn't have game modes like Team Deathmatch, etc., like we see inside of the traditional Call of Duty games. It is still really a great option. Not to mention, PUBG Mobile is probably the #1 esports shooter right now inside of the mobile space, with popularity and people competing all the time all across the world. Don't tell me you said Black Ops 2. I mean, it was a great game, but Black Ops 2 is not better than Modern Warfare 2. Just saying. Modern Ops sits with 50 million downloads and 4.6 stars. All right, so now we're getting into some of the games that are popular, but not quite as popular as the ones that we initially started with. This one right here, another tactical style game that kind of prides itself on the different types of weapons and weapon customizations you can have inside of the game. It's a very good shooter. There's really nothing that you could take away from it from that standpoint. Extremely competitive, and as I mentioned, the customization is on point. Really beautiful game, and it does the shooter genre well. Modern Strike Online sits with 100 million downloads and 4.5 stars. Now we're looking at a lot of the same here. We're looking at different renditions of the big time shooter genre, each one having its own little spin to it. This one here, very fast gameplay in very small quarters, a popular one on mobile. Modern Combat 5, 100 million downloads and 4.6 stars. This game has been around since the dawn of time. Essentially, this is the shooter that people were playing before PUBG and Call of Duty even came to mobile. That's a lot of the reason why its popularity got so big. There was no COD or PUBG to play during that time. With that being said, being an older game, it has really stood the test of time. It still looks really good. The gameplay's still on point. Controls are excellent, and the community still is die hard for this game. If you ask people about some of the best mobile shooters, this one is always going to be on the list, and I'm sure that someone in the comments section is going to be saying something about how they love this game. Warface Go, 10 million downloads, 4.3 stars. We have another tactical style close range shooter right here that has some things that remind me of Halo, actually, how some of the maps are designed. Not the gameplay though, that's very much more in tune with Call of Duty. Fast-paced team play type action with great weapons as well, a little bit more military feeling and less futuristic feeling inside of this one. The customization is on point though, so you could run and gun with your favorite of weapons, giving you the most power possible. PUBG New State Mobile, 10 million downloads, 3.8 stars. I actually can't believe this one didn't become more popular. I swore it was going to. With graphics, in my opinion, that are better than the original PUBG Mobile, I thought this one was going to take off and fly to the moon, but actually it's not quite as popular, but still a great battle royale style shooter. Very similar to PUBG, but made from a different developer. Interesting stuff right there. This game, though, gives you nice maps to play on, tons of custom weapons that you can choose from, and a combat scene that is just like many of the other battle royale style games that you all know and love. If you're maybe tired of PUBG or want something different than Call of Duty and you want to switch to something that's very similar, this could be the best option for you. It's definitely still a good game. Now, I swore that this game was going to kind of take over PUBG Mobile, being that it has better graphics in my opinion, and it was just a newer game. But that didn't actually happen, and that raises the question to me, will Call of Duty Warzone be a very similar thing to what we see right here? Will Call of Duty Warzone shut down COD Mobile, or will COD Mobile still remain the strongest COD game on mobile? Great question, thing to think about right here. With this being said, the gunplay and the gameplay inside of this game is definitely on point. Although not as popular as PUBG Mobile, it's still a fantastic style game that you could play and definitely enjoy with a massive community supporting it. In addition to this, if you're tired of PUBG Mobile and you want something like Call of Duty that's not Call of Duty, New State may be one of the better options for you on today's list. Definitely a great game. I enjoy it, and I think that you guys will as well. All right, guys, and if nothing on the list kind of sparked your interest and you don't like any of them, just go back and play Subway Surfers.